Everyone talks about America deporting Indians, ICE arrest, 60-day clocks. We cover it almost every single week. But today, I want to talk about something that most people completely missed. Why? Because while everyone was watching America, Canada quietly became the country that is deporting more Indians than anyone else in the world. 3,323 Indian nationals deported from Canada in just 6 months. More than America deported in the entire year, and almost 8,000 Indians are currently on Canada's removal in progress list. So we will tell you exactly what is happening and what every Indian in Canada must know right now. Hi everybody, I am Neha Upadhyay and you all are watching Ecos Global. So let us start with the numbers because they are genuinely staggering. According to official data from the Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA, Canada deported 3,323 Indian nationals in the first 6 months of 2026 alone. January to June, 6 months, 3,323 people. Now here is what makes that number so alarming. In the entire year of 2025, Canada deported more than 3,000 Indians, which was itself a record high. So in just 6 months of 2026, Canada has already reached 88% of last year's full year record. At this pace, 2026 will absolutely shatter every previous deportation record for Indians, and here is the comparison that really puts it in perspective. India's Ministry of External Affairs confirmed that America deported 1,273 Indians between January and July 22. Canada deported 3,323 in just 6 months. Canada is deporting Indians at more than 2.5 times the rate of America. Let that sink in for a moment. Now here is something that most people do not realize. For the last 5 years, Mexico has consistently been the nationality most deported from Canada. Every single year, Mexico has always been number 1. And number 2, it's India. That was the pattern until now. But in the first half of 2026, India overtook Mexico for the very first time. Indians are now the single largest nationality being deported from Canada. More than Mexicans, more than Haitians, more than anyone else. India ranks first, Mexico second with 1,500 people, Haiti third with 400 people. And here is the trajectory that makes this even more alarming. In 2021, Canada deported just 603 Indians. In 2022, it was 786, 2023, 1,132, 2024, 2,004, 2025, 3,700 and 2026, already more than 3,300 in 6 months. Every single year, the number goes up and up and up. So why are Indians being deported from Canada? This is the very important question and we need an honest answer to this question. Why are so many Indians being deported from Canada? There are 4 main reasons. Reason number 1, non-compliance with immigration rules. Students who stopped studying, workers who stopped working for their sponsored employer, people who violated the condition of their visa. Reason number 2, rejected asylum or refugee claims. Many Indians came to Canada claiming asylum. Their claims were reviewed and rejected and they were removed. Reason number 3, visa overstays. People who came on visitor visa and simply stayed long after their authorized period ended. Reason number 4, visa fraud, fake documents, fake job offers, fake enrollment records. Canada has been cracking down hard on all of these, and Indians, who are the largest group of temporary residents in Canada, are feeling the consequences most. Now here is the number that is even more concerning than the 3,300 who have already been deported. There are more than 7,600 more Indian nationals on Canada's removal in progress list. This means that their cases have been decided and orders have been issued and they are waiting to be removed. Think about it. More than 7,600 people, the highest of any nationality in Canada, and if the current pace continues, that number is going to go down very fast. Why? Because Canada has made it very clear they're not slowing down. So why Canada is doing all the things? See, Canada has been under enormous pressure. Housing crisis, social services strain, public sentiment shifting against high immigration levels, and the government has responded with a very clear message. We want the right immigrants who follow the rules, who contribute, who respect the conditions of their visa, and those who do not will be removed. The IRCC has tightened rules across the board: study permit caps, work permit restrictions, PGWP denials, C20 changes, and now aggressive enforcement of removal orders. This is not a temporary crackdown, this is a fundamental shift in how Canada manages its immigration system. Now let's talk about the types of removal orders. Under Canadian immigration law, there are 3 types of removal orders and each one has different consequences. Type 1, departure order. You are required to leave Canada voluntarily within 30 days. If you do, you can potentially return in the future. If you do not leave within 30 days, it automatically becomes a deportation order. Type number 2, exclusion order. You are barred from returning to Canada for a specified period, generally between 1 and 5 years. Type number 3, deportation order, the most serious one. This permanently bars you from returning to Canada unless you get written authorization from the Canadian government. That is extremely difficult to obtain and extremely rare. If you have any of these orders against you, please talk to your immigration lawyer immediately. Now you'll be asking, if this is the scenario, this is the situation, what you should do right now. See, you can still do 4 things. First thing is that if you are in Canada on any temporary status, student visa, work permit, visitor visa, make sure you are fully compliant with the conditions of your status. Study if you are a student. Work for your sponsored employer if you are a worker. Do not violate the conditions of your visa. Second thing, if you have received any removal order, do not ignore it. Talk to an immigration lawyer immediately because ignoring a departure order turns it into a permanent deportation order. Third thing, if your refugee or asylum claim has been rejected, understand that you have limited time and limited options. So, get legal advice now. Last but not the least, if you are in Canada and your status is uncertain or expired, do not wait. The enforcement is only getting stronger, so act now. So I think I have conveyed everything that I wanted to convey, and if you have any questions, any queries, you can let me know in the comment section. That's all in this video. See you in the next one. Till then, stay tuned to Ecos Global.